So we've got a Samsung double door refrigerator, like a lot of folks have. Ours has ice maker issues, very common issue that Samsung can't seem to solve, but that's not what I'm here to talk about today. I'm here to talk about a noise that, that our unit is making. If you listen closely, that noise that's coming from the back is actually fan noise. You'll hear it stop when I open up the door. So what that noise is caused by is ice buildup behind this panel here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the steps to get in, take that panel down, take it apart, and go ahead and get this thawed out and run it back the way that it needs to. To start, what you need to do is, I had shelves in here, the 3 shelves in here. I removed the shelves. I'm going to take the drawers out and then have to take out this drawer down below as well so I can get access to everything I need. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull this out. Looks like it wouldn't hurt for me to cleaning while I'm in here. So once you've got the shelves out and you have the drawers out, what you're going to need to do is there's tabs on this lower portion here, right here, and the same on the other side that you're going to have to pop loose in order to get this this shelf out. So I'm going to go ahead and pop those loose. Okay, I've popped the 4 of those loose. So now this cover is going to come out. Okay, once you get that cover off, there's going to be a tab right here. You're going to push in on that tab and then lift the bottom shelf up and it'll pull out for you. Once you've got that shelf out, you've got 4 screws you need to remove. 1, 2, 3 across the bottom, and you're going to flip this up and there's a screw underneath there as well. Once you get that off, the panel is going to be ready to come out, but you want to be a little bit patient. You want to do 2 things. One is you're probably going to want to unplug your power at this point because you're going to get to some electrical connectors on the back. And then you want to be careful because when you start to pull that back panel out, those wires aren't super long and you're going to need to disconnect one of those wires before you can get this out. You're also going to want to have something to rest this on once you pull it out and have it sitting to the side. So I'll go ahead and take the 4 screws out, start to pull the panel out and show you a little more. So now you see the lights are out. We've got the power off. A couple ways you can do it. Turn it, flip the breakers, which is what I did in the garage to shut the power off to this. You can also wrestle this thing out of wherever you've got it and just unplug it. For my purpose, it's a lot easier just to go ahead and flip the breaker. But what you're going to want to do is grab along the bottom, and there's clips on each side. There's about 5 or 6 of them, I think. And you can hear the ice already. But as you start to pull this back, you're going to see all this ice build up here, and this is what the fan is hitting against. So you see up in the top there, there's those wires. That yellow wire is the one you want to be careful of. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab that clip and I'm going to unplug that, the blue clip there, and then I'll get back to servicing this unit. Okay, so I got that blue clip undone. Like I said, you're going to want to have something to stand this up on. So I just kind of leverage it under here with the hook for the shelf through short pickles I had in the fridge underneath there. And then I'm just going to take a hair dryer and I'm going to start drying this out. Now you want to be really careful because there's these copper tubes that run through here for the refrigeration. You certainly don't want to damage those, so you don't want to get in there with a screwdriver and start chipping at it unless you're very comfortable with where those tubes are, where the wires are. As I say, I'm just going to use a blow dryer to do that. I'm going to blow dry and get all that ice off there. I'm going to make sure that this evaporator unit here is nice and cleaned up as well. It looks like it's pretty free, but it's not going to hurt to do that. So I'll give it another, 10 or 15 minutes and work on that with the hair dryer and let you see what it looks like when I'm done. All right, so it's about 10 minutes maybe, and here's my wife's hair dryer. Was able to get all that ice buildup off there. You notice I did put a towel down in the bottom of the unit just to try to soak up some of the water that was coming down. You're going to want to try to make sure that this is really just as dry as you can get it, so that when you put it all back together and start using it, that it doesn't immediately start building ice back up again, because obviously that would kind of put a kink in all the work that you just did to start having to build ice right back up. Now we've had this refrigerator for, oh geez, I guess 11, 12 years, and this is the first time I've ever had to do this. I've had other issues with the unit, especially with the ice maker. I know a lot of, like I said earlier in the video, I know a lot of people have had issues with those. But this is the first time I've had the ice buildup behind this panel that I've had to get to. So now that I'm done, I'm gonna go ahead and finish drying this out. Don't forget to hook your blue connector back up where it goes. And then that panel is just gonna pop back in. You see there's these clips along the side. There's 4 of them or so on each side. You're gonna wanna just make sure you push and get those seated back in as you do that. And then it's just reassembly. Put the 4 screws back in, and then go ahead and put your shelves back together and you'll be good to go. So I'm gonna take a little bit of time. I'm gonna put that back together for you, and we'll see if it made a difference when we get done. All right, got everything cleaned up, put back together. Go ahead and close this up. I have had the doors closed, had the fan running. It's warm right now because I had the doors open and was cleaning on it, but give it some time. That temperature will slowly start to come down. Your fan will kick on and you should be noise free going forward.